What you want to do is you want to open a general fashion store in any market in the EU. So for example, Netherlands is a nice market to sell in. Denmark is a good market to sell in. But as a beginner, typically where you don't have a lot of money, you want to enter a market that is credit card only, okay? That is the most important part, guys. So once you've done that as well, right, you can make a similar store like this, do some of your own research as well on products on Winning Hunter. Once you have found that, guys, you tested as well some products, let's say anywhere between 70 to 100 products. You're gonna see there's a correlation between some fashion products that just go very well. So let's say, for example, you sold a lot of jackets, you have sold a lot of shoes, maybe leather shoes, maybe orthopedic shoes, it can be anything. And you're gonna see then, hey, this niche, or even better, sub-niche, did in particular very well for me. Because fashion's always going to sell. Then why don't you go tap into a certain sub-niche and you really specialize on that and you really targeted ICP? Because when you have a general fashion store, it's not just one ICP that you go for, because you're selling everything, which is totally fine as a beginner. But you want to focus on sub-niche, because the whole issues with general stores, guys, is you can scale it to like 50k, 100k a day. We did that shit, but not a lot of people can maintain it, which is totally fine. Your processing is gonna go down, you get a bunch of complaints, so it's better to not go on high scale with general fashion and get out of it, find your own sub-niche and focus solely on that. And I'm just gonna pick now very quickly for all of you guys one general store that I like and that I would recommend you to copy paste if you want to. This is a very nice example. He's selling in Sweden. I hope he doesn't use Klarna, because then he'd fuck himself. This is a nice one. Why? Simple, black, green at the cart button. Some urgency here. It's probably saying something about, hey, there's only a few pieces still in stock. This is like one of those stores I'd say you can just run this up, test 70 to 100 fashion products, and then find your own sub-niche in it and scale it. What is, for example, a nice sub-niche fashion store that I would go for if I were you, for example? There's certain sub-niches you can go into, and now you would say, okay, I've tested all these products. What do I need to look at? You need to look for in your Facebook Ads Manager 1 to 2 campaigns in a sub niche you have hit at least a 30% in profit with, on at least a $500 in spend for at least a few days. What's also important is that you need to look, are there any other people running a typical sub-niche fashion store like this? Now, you want to be doing the same what other people do, but then better. Now, how can you do that then? Let's say, for example, I have now found somebody who has scaled with leather shoes, which is an amazing sub-niche fashion to also sell it. What would I do, guys? How would I make my first ad? Obviously, guys, we're gonna use Claude AI. I have this prompt in here that I use. Hey, I'm running a leather shoe store right now in the US, and I found out that running ads to Meta with a simple random image of someone who looks like a target audience combined with a long form ad copy can go very hard on Meta. So my friend who does this exactly, he made an insane long form copy for his own audience. Can you remake one in the exact way he did it in terms of, number one, pattern interrupt opening, aka the attention grabber, so an insane hook. You want to position the main character, aka the audience identification. So let's say you're saying leather shoes. Let's say you're gonna go for rich man that's coming from their work, they're tired, and their leather shoes are hurting. So you're probably gonna sell leather shoes that are very comfortable. You're gonna pin the pain points in the long form ad copy. Highlight the core advantage, aka reveal the differentiator compared to the competitors, that this one's way better and different. You're going to remove some resistance also in the long form ad copy. Obviously, Claude's gonna do it. And then, of course, the call to action in the end. You're gonna also put this ad copy here that I have here, right here. And let me show you the ad copy, by the way. Long form ad copy. It just goes all the way. I'm not even gonna read this shit. I'm gonna click on enter. Now it's gonna cook. And what you can also do, guys, is put your, if you have your own store, you can put your own store link here. So here, long form ad copy. Next, what do you need? Headline and description. What is important for this, guys, is that the ad copy, the headline, description, the lender, everything has to be congruent. The website, the storytelling, everything has to be congruent. If one even thing is missing, it's gonna fuck up everything. The reason why this works so good is that from the moment they see the ad till the moment they receive the product at home, it's all congruent. There's a founder story also behind it, so you also need insane storytelling about why you have this store. So you're not selling a product, you're selling a story. So you want to have this, and then can you send me 4 prompts for image ads that I can use for Nano Banana Pro? So we're gonna go to Hicksfield, Nano Banana Pro, boom, generate. Now we're getting the first ones in here that we can use for this angle. These pictures, they look okay, but they look too perfect. So what I would do if I were you, I would keep on talking with Nano Banana Pro and make these pictures more ugly and less professional. The uglier the picture, the less professional it looks, the better it is. And now, once you have that, you just go to Meta and you launch the campaign.